Good evening, everybody. This is your boy, Legend Moy. I am back for another live, well, I guess this is live. I'm back for another playthrough of Shadowrun Returns, Dragonfall. I believe we were mid mission. I started another mission. I think it was the doctor's mission to go back into his old place or server. Sorry, his old building to retrieve some merchandise. So we're going to start back with that. All right, let's get everything set up right now. Let's get this game fired up. How was you guys and gals weekend or week? Hope it was good. We had special videos earlier this week. I was able to do some streaming during the week, which is kind of rare, but went ahead, got so, and we should be ripping and ready to go. Let's see. The lockdown. The ride to the Ardennes plots is a dismal one. Your only company on the train is an elderly dwarf in a ragged peacoat, and he spends most of his time muttering to himself. When the train rattles to a stop, he slowly rises from his perch and begins to hobble towards the doorway. The situation itself isn't much different, an old broken down thing at the end of its useful lifespan. Okay, so I kind of like that groove that's going on with the ambience of the music. Sounds pretty nice. Okay, let's this looks like this is where we need to go. But I want to do a little bit. Got 2 points left. Just want to go talk. Just go have a look around. Looks like something my decking skills are going to have to take care of. Yeah, I mean, I really like this music. It's like a little low. You could be doing anything. I mean, you could be doing some working out to this music. You could be doing some martial arts training. You could be typing up a letter for some type of class. You could be writing a story. You could be doing a lot of things to like instrumentals, kind of like seriousness and tenseness going on. You could be painting or drawing or something like that, you know. This sounds kind of cool. But this is kind of wild. Looks like shrubs coming out of this tree. I don't know how accurate this would be. This kind of reminds me, I'm not sure if any of you may have played the game Destiny. I'm thinking Destiny 1. Venus. Venus, you know, was kind of overrun, which looks beautiful. I mean, I love that whole landscape of Venus, maybe because I used to love Venus and its concept and how it sound in the mind. However, of course, if there was something that we could call a landscape of hell, it would be Venus, because it's hotter than Mercury, even though Mercury is closer to the sun. All right, so, but yeah, that reminds me of something would be on Venus, because they had a lot of foliage that was growing up and overrunning the place. Let's go talk to these, or see if we can talk to these people. Any type of nothing when we come near them. That's not cool. Alright. Run down cars. There's nothing really to do in this neck of the woods. It doesn't look like. This looks like a firelit trash drum. Looks like a car down here. It doesn't look like there's much here. Anyway, we're going to explore it. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Cobwebs on the building. Man, that's got to be wild to have cobwebs growing on the building that thick. And that's where we came from. All right, so we're gonna do our stuff. So I'm going to inspect this. All right, it says the door is sealed tight. Dirt, dust, and grime have caked around the corners. It's clear that no one has been through here in many months. You can see the hydraulic jack the hydraulic jacks locking the door in place near the bottom of the frame. So if I had strength, I could do it. I could pound, I can get my muscle to do it. Iger shoulder checks the door, nothing. Tries to force the hydraulics. It's secure, all right. We're going to have to find an alternative entry point. Let's see what we got. Let's get rid of these tires. The pile of trash is steaming. Fetid waves of stench washes over you as you draw near. Eek. Gosh, that's rank. I'll stay back here if you don't mind. I have better things to do than dig through a pile of decomposing trash. It might not be decomposing. The steam could be coming from the grates or the vent under the pile. I'm gonna move everything aside. It's a vent. The garbage pile was concealing a small HVAC vent. The steam that pours from it smells much cleaner now that it's not being filtered through a heap of filth. A dwarf might be able to fit inside the vent, but nothing larger. No dwarfs with us. Alright, so that means my decking skills are going to be put to the test. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing in here, so I'm not going to really stand around and fight them. I'm actually going to dip around. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. There's a lot of stuff there. Oh, okay. So, 3. I'm gonna get here. Use that. I'm gonna try. Oh, I got better. Yeah. Let's damage that thing. Alright, that should be good. And then I may not be able to do anything until I kill those other things, but we'll see. Alright, I'm going to throw that on it, hopefully. And that's hit it. So this should be hit. And he can't even come up here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, we kind of blocked them out. Alright, so I'm going to kind of get in close range. Hit this thing. And Muyui, plus anchor. Oh, that was not good. Oh, we can get it. Alright, so I'm gonna come over here. And attack the thing that I know attacks me the most. Anyway, we're going to get through this. Oh, I missed. Okay. So I'm going to kind of use my attacker as some type of shield. Hopefully it'll attack. Okay, this is pretty cool. Alright, so hopefully I can, blast that with all my might. And this should be able to put it down. Cool. And then I can go ahead and do damage from over here. Okay. This is going pretty well. Oh, I was hit. I don't like that. Heal myself immediately. Okay. Alright, that wasn't that bad. Oh. And, okay. So, I'm going to set myself up so I can just walk on out. Cool. Alright. So the doors are open. This ought to be interesting. Okay, I gained entry, locate the experimental bioware. Alright, so I'll go with the right door because, you know, I'm right-handed. Hopefully nothing's gonna pop off too much, too serious. And there isn't anything in this room. We got a scientific terminal. See what we can learn. This terminal appears to contain an inventory control system for Shadowrun's biosciences merchandise. The items are spelled out in amber lettering against a solid black background. A glowing cursor awaits your input. Shadowrun Bioscience product and specimen inventory. We got Orchim, Wing, Tissue Banks, Organ Farms, Breakdowns and Analysis, Replication and Fabrication, Contract Fulfillment, Animal Testing Wing. Alright, let's start from the top. The entry provides a complete breakdown of the standard organs that are being grown in the organic chemistry wing of Shadowrun Bioscience. It seems that the lab was outfitted with a capacity to mass produce vat growth metahuman organs, including hearts, kidneys, livers, lungs. This material would then be used for testing purposes. We are kind of at this point in technology now. I mean, I really don't know how to feel about it. You know, in some areas it could be game breaking or game changing if we actually could replicate failing organs in our bodies to kind of help people along. But then, you know, that's kind of getting into prolonging human life beyond what the created body was designed. Also, it may become a money thing. You know, already in the West, we allow people to consume in large quantities unhealthy foods. Still, while in some aspects we have people who are dying of starvation or, you know, hunger. So it's kind of weird. So if we then put it on there that we can just like regrow organs and stuff like that, then it's going to be to the highest bidder, of course, until it's then made accessible to the common folk. Which I've seen a video once. One of my coworkers recommended to me. I thought it was an anime, but because we were talking about animes, but it wasn't. It was called Altered Carbon, and it kind of reminds me of this. You could swap bodies, you know, to live immortally, but I don't know. My mind went there when I thought about it. Okay, so let's take a look down at the breakdown and analysis. This entry contains a complete log of studies performed by Shadowrun employees on the products of competing biotech companies. BioWare samples by Universal Omnitech, Shawasi, Protus AG, and Biogene have all gone under the knife here, and the results of each dissection have been meticulously recorded. Okay, about fabrication. This entry contains notes on Shadowrun's attempt to replicate products that it had previously dissected and studied. According to the information here, Shadowrun had achieved a shocking level of success at producing generic versions of a wide variety of commercial and restricted BioWare products. The knockoff products were commissioned by an outside investor and had been moved into cold storage in the executive when pending transport. Let's see what we have fulfilled as projects. This entry contains a complete breakdown of the organs waiting in cold storage to be claimed by clients and investors. Scanning over the list, you see a number of high-end security level enhancements in inventory. BioWare like this would normally run tens of thousands of new yen. If this was what Escabel was commissioning Shadowrun to produce, he could undercut all of the competitors and still make an ungodly profit. wonder what that number would be. You know, they say ungodly, but are we talking like millions or trillions? Or 100,000 new yen? You know, I don't really know the going rate of new yen and compared to like standard US money. I pretty much haven't bothered to take a look. I might. And so we're going to look at these special projects. This entry details the number of projects that involve invasive testing on awakened animals. There are lists of numerous numbers of hellhounds, including their complete medical histories. It appears that most of the experimental procedures listed were performed on a subject named Billy. But who or what Billy might be has been left undisclosed. It just now said hellhounds, so I don't understand. Anyway, let's go through this door. What's in here? And this probably would just loop me back around. Just want to check to make sure we have everything covered. Ooh, a computer. Alright, let's take a look. This terminal governs the animal testing wing of Shadowrun Bioscience. Data entries concerning animal testing subjects and the procedures performed upon them fill the menu screen. Shadowrun Bioscience Animal Testing Observation Terminal. And guessing one is the hellhounds testing protocols and ballast testing protocols. All right, could be a ballast then, which would be a four-legged creature that has the capability of turning you to stone. This entry contains notes on a variety of invasive tests, procedures that were performed on a kennel of hellhound test subjects. There are several memos appending to the file. Apparently, the scientists working in the animal testing wings were less convinced that working with dangerous fire-breathing animals would yield useful results than the executives were. All right, let's take a look, see what the ballast is up to. This entry covers the various forms of experimentation and testing performed on Shadowrun prized possession, a rare albino ballast acquired from an exotic animals dealer in Portugal. It appears that the ballast was being used as a primary focus of a passion project at Shadowrun, an attempt to create a magical active piece of Bioware would. Why would the executives in charge change the why the executives in charge of a project felt that a ballast would make an appropriate testing subject is not clarified. The list of procedures performed on the creature is extensive, including a series of unanesthetized thoracic surgeries. Okay, so that animal is going to be hot and upset. All right, so we got some doors. All right, executive panel probably can't get there. The door is hermetically sealed. Months of disuse have left it covered in a thick coat of dust. I thought dust actually comes from like dead skin cells. So if no one's here, how does it get? I don't know. A simple swipe key access system has been mounted in the door's frame. Blocked letters on the system's case read executive clearance only. All right, can't go that way. What about this way? Oh, I can deck. Okay. The door is locked by a high-tech mat lock with a swipe key system, but the status screen indicates that the lock has been overridden by a local computer on the network. I'm going to piggyback. Your hack successfully unlocks the door. Cool. Alright, so what's going on? Oh, what in... Alright. Dietrich, get close. What can you actually do that's beneficial? I mean, concentrates. Alright. we're going to make use of your powers. Glory, can you pop a shot off at him? I mean, scratching them really won't do much because it's not going to do much. I'm going to run up there. Boy, I don't really have a hit. Tiger, I'm probably going to drop back here, pull out my sniper. Oh, really? Alright, something finally takes a hit. And then, what can I do? Can't really do much of anything, so I'm gonna stay back. Oh, okay. Straight up shot you in the face. Oh, shot him in the face too. Okay. It's good, but not anything too damaging. We'll take this out. Oh, yeah, Muyui is going to do some good old hitting with that. Cool. And we are going to throw this down pipe, take a hit. Hit that. And try again. Alright, Dietrich. That's, what does this do? Oh, yeah, let's... There we go. Oh, okay. And we hit that. Okay. Pretty good. Kind of like how this fight's going. Let's take that out. Take that out. Okay. Cool. Game is saved. Let's come over here. I see some stuff down there. I want to come in here. Hopefully, it's not a fight. Okay. What is this? Pick this up. Money. Bank. So let's beyond this old door. Looks like I can go somewhere. Let's go down this first one. See if it connects. That'll be nice. You know, I typically when I play games, I really wish there was more that could be done than what they allow you to do. Like, I know you're on a mission, you probably only want to focus on the mission, but like when you're not on a mission, there's like limited stuff that you can do. Or it doesn't seem like, you know, normal life when you search for stuff. Let me check and see what this is. More money. I can always rock with money. Like if you buy clothes in a game, you just get clothes and it just comes on your character. But you know, I wish they had just like some meaningless stuff that you could do that could probably take some time, have a little animation in it, like washing clothes or something like that. I would say going to the bathroom, but that's kind of personal. You know, you don't really want to see that. Some people might want to see it. Just check, make sure everything is... I could have ran around here in the first place. Alright. But those are the types of things that I wish you could do with everything. Yeah, this just looks like... Yeah. Can I do anything with clearance panel B? The door is mag-locked shut, and it appears that someone in the not-too-distant past has smeared its surface with feces. The door's key swipe. Access system has clearance B access printed on it. I can't do anything but walk away. And most likely this is going to send me back up top. Yeah. All right, that's good level design placement, which meant that I could have, if I couldn't have gotten here, I could have went down there to circumvent. So that's pretty cool level design. I mean, the thing I don't get is that you're in places like this. Like, you should have options to like blow these glass windows out because I believe they're glass. Let's take a look. Yeah, you should be able to break those and then climb straight through. I mean, with these dilapidated buildings, I'm not sure why programmers aren't like making that. Oh, snap! What the world is this? Okay, a wide-eyed young man in a tattered lab coat confronts you. His beard is bushy and unkempt, but bare patches of skin show through. You there? Who are you? Yo, he kind of reminds me of Ratman from Portal. Of course, his hair is not ginger, but, you know, kind of reminds me of him. How dare you enter my domain? Easy there, pal. I thought this lab was abandoned. I'll be the one asking questions here. If you want to keep breathing, you better back down. I'm Plus Anchor. Nice to meet you. You there? Who are you? I would not be so friendly on a mission. Well, my character wouldn't. So I'm gonna try to stick in character. Easy there, pal. I thought this lab was abandoned. Abandoned? This is my territory, my home. You are an invader in my territory, sir, and you have murdered my peasantry. Dietrich mutters under his breath. We got a lot on here, boss. He continues his rant without pausing a breath. You are a murderer, a monster. You will pay. Hold up. Who are you? I am Philip Rex, the Night King of Sutherland Bioscience. I will have you banished for your transgression, sir. Banished to the underworld and left to the ravages of the all-powerful Billy. He pauses, blinking. Hold still while I fetch the robots that will banish you. Slow down there, Night King. What are we talking about? Your peasants open fire on me. I destroy them in self-defense. I think we got on the wrong foot here. Okay. Your peasants opened fire on me. I was destroyed them in self-defense. No, they wouldn't do that. They are gentle and kind. You're an outsider. You don't understand the bond of trust and respect that we share. I did my best to make life good for the peasantry. I scrubbed their plastic cases on a daily basis, and I crooned pleasing melodies to ease their troubled minds. But those days are now over. My peasants are dead. You destroyed something beautiful. Well, I have good news for you, Your Highness. The door's open. You can leave now. All right, sire. I'm sorry about your peasants, but I'm on an important quest. The grief of his face instantly vanishes. What replaces is a look of curiosity. Oh, well, that changes everything. Perilous quests and civilian casualties go together like chocolate and peanut butter. I can't stay mad at you for that. Tell me about this quest of yours, good sir. Leave nothing to the imagination. He leans forward, smiling. You have rapt my attention. I need to get my hands on the BioWare prototypes that are being held, stored in the executive wing. His eyes go wide. The executive wing? Madness. Take this as a warning, noble stranger. If you indeed intend to forge your way into that land of milk and honey, you do so at your own peril. The underworld stands between you and your goal, and the underworld is home to the murderous Billy. I think I've read about this Billy. He was Sutherland's albino ballast, right? If this Billy stands in my way, I guess that I'll have to kill him. I think that I just heard enough about Billy. Just tell me how to... Okay. He snorts. A fool errant. Heiner tried to kill Billy once. He thought that by eating the beast, he could steal its power. Hubris. Billy devoured my friend. for his insolence, and the last remaining copy of key card E was lost. He was a beautiful fool, that Heiner. I told him that we didn't need to eat Billy, that we could survive infinitely on synthesized cardiac tissue and chocolate choco nubs. But he wouldn't listen. The key card E was lost, and without it, I can no longer access the executive wing. It's an expensive snack bar. I've been eating nothing but vat-grown metahuman organs for a year and a half, stranger. I would kill for a choco nut bar. Is right. Now he is so much more a creature of legend. Years of experimentation have remade the beast into the ultimate killing machine. He's smarter than 10 men and 5 times as deadly. I think that I've heard all that I need about Billy. Just tell me how to get into the executive wing. Very well, stranger. If you cannot be dissuaded, I will help you. The ragged lab tech fishes in his coat pocket with a bone handy and produces a thin slip of plastic. He presents it to you with a flourishing. I am not sure I've heard that term used like that. So I really don't know what it is. If you do know, let me know in the comment section. This is my most prized possession, the incomparable keycard B. Use this, you can descend into the underworld and face Billy. If you would survive the encounter, search for the long missing keycard E. Use it to reopen the executive wing, and I will see to it that you are richly rewarded. Alright, well, let's dive up here, and hopefully these things won't try to kill me. Okay, let's check out his surveillance terminal. It looks like the media setup is wired into the building security system. Video feeds from the camera all over the facility can be viewed here. Search it. Paging through the computer's file system, you find a number of archive... Excuse me. Let's see. You find a number of archived video feeds from the building's surveillance system. In addition, episodes 1 through 6 of an old Slovakian period fantasy series called Night Kings of Lightenhold have been saved to the machine's desktop. I've heard of that show. It's supposed to be horrible. I mean, really, really bad. Never watched it myself, but I hear that it made Neil the Orc Barbarian look like high art. We're gonna watch it. A video feed kicks in. Philip is engaged in an animated discussion with someone who's standing just outside the camera range. You can see his shoes and his shadow, but nothing else. The voice sounds human. Your guess is that the off-camera speaker is the man in his... you guess that the off-camera speaker is a man in his early 20s. Look, we've survived this long. If we play our cards right and do the proper bit of rationing, I reckon that we can live off the executive snack bar for a long time to come. We'll have plenty of fat and sugar. Those won't be a problem. We've got mixed nuts for protein, and we can get our vitamins and minerals from diet bars. There aren't many of those, but like I said, we'll ration. I'll be willing to bet that we can hold out for 2 to 3 months on what's stashed away in that snack bar. We'll sure be rescued before we run dry. You're fooling yourself, man. Ignoring an unpleasant truth rather than facing it. We have to accept the fact that we could be stuck in here for the long haul. The snacks are great and all, but they can't be our staple food source stuff. We need to stretch them out as far as humanly possible, and that means supplementing them with something more substantial. You know me. Look, just think of it like farming, right? If we look after our crops, we'll always have a food to eat. We have enough supplies on hand to keep tissue cultures and the organ chem wing growing indefinitely. What I'm talking about is growing meat for our own survival, that is all. That a human meat, Phil? Synthetic hearts and livers and kidneys grown to be implanted into people like you and me? We're talking about eating people parts? It's disgusting, and I won't do it. Unless you fancy dying of malnutrition, you're going to have to. You know that as well as I do. Organ meat are rich in vitamins and minerals, chlorine, Q10, vitamin D, bioavailable iron, all things that we're going to need if we're going to survive in here for the long term. You won't find much vitamin D in licorice sticks and choco nubs. You're talking like they're never going to rescue us. We're in Berlin, Heiner. What they? Who do you think is coming? We need to be prepared to survive here for the long time. For a long time, maybe years, and that means making the most of the resources at our disposal. You're talking about resorting to cannibalism, man. No, I'm talking about eating meat. Ugh. 14 months ago, let's check it out. An image flickers onto frame, Phil, leaning against the wall, listlessly chewing on an unidentifiable hunk of meat. He looks miserable. A drone comes in to inspect him, and he pushes it away. Heiner's voice cracks over the intercom, Phil. Phil doesn't look up. I'm going now, Phil. No more arguments, okay? There's a long pause. In lieu of responding, Phil takes another bite of meat and gashes at it with his teeth. I'll kill that thing, you'll see. That ballast is going down. Once we can get down into the sewers again, we might be able to find our way out. That's our only chance, Phil. Wish me luck. Phil says nothing. The video continues to play for a time, then cuts to static. Okay. The video feed flickers onto a screen. In it, you find Phil standing in the corner of the room that you're in now. He looks haggard, exhausted. He carries a haunted look in his eyes. Heiner is noticeably absent. Cheap synthesized music pipes in from somewhere off screen. Phil turns to stare in the direction that the music came from. A smooth baritone voice sings out a phrase in Slavic. A half a second later, a different voice shouts a translation in German. Night King of Lightenhold. Phil stares glassy-eyed as the show begins. The synthesized music blares. A deep trollish voice rolls out of the media center speakers. I, Titanus Rex, will defend my realm. I do so swear it before my magic sword. Argonar, this I do swear. An alarmingly breathy, elvish voice sings out in response. But Titanus, the Jubathon hordes will smite you if you stay. The people in that valley are only peasants. You needn't throw your life away for them. Flee with me into the enchanted woods of Tralashin. Please make this stop. My life is sworn to protect those peasants. She-elf, run back to your enchanted trees if you will, but a Night King will never flee. But Titanus, her voice comes out in a lightning wail. You cannot die! I love you. Then go to your father and beseech him to rally his elf troops southward. For if Titanus Rex fails, Lightenhold will fall, and Lightenhold will not fall. The troll drones on, audibly struggling to emote and occasionally trip over his lines. Overall, the acting quality is rough on par with what you'd expect from a primary school Christmas pageant. Phil stares at the screen, listlessly chewing his meat, his nose in wrinkles and distaste, and his fists clenched and unclenched. Mercifully, the video feed cuts to static. All right. 6 months ago, the screen flickers. The video feed of Phil pops on the screen. He's standing in the corner watching an episode of The Night King of Light and Hold. His jaw hangs slack. He stares at the corner of the screen in rapt attention. But Father, Titanus Rex is risking his life, nay, his very soul, to defend Light and Hold from the Jubathons. His enchanted sword, Aganar, feeds upon his honor and bravery, and it seeks to transform him from a noble Night King into an evil demon lord. What? Phil's lips move silently, mouthing the words as they are spoken. Evidently, he has committed the entire script to memory. My darling, my daughter, this is why I cannot send my troops. Your beloved Titanus Rex walks the knife edge between light and darkness. Every time he draws that devil blade from its scabbard, it's long past time that you learn the truth about me. Brina Thay, I was the one who trapped the demon lord Harebrained within that blade. The breathy actress lets out a sharp gasp. Phil mimes the motion, and a tear begins to trace its way down his cheek. Oh, Father, you can't mean. Yes, my daughter, I was the one they called Thunder Spear, the sworn enemy of Titanus Rex's people, the Hunger Barbarian tribe. Then all of this is your fault. The Jubathons, the threat on my beloved soul, all of it. It was the only way to save the Tralasheen, my darling daughter. Tralasheen and your mother, whom I hid away when you were but a girl. She is still alive, Brina Thay. You know, I can't feel like I don't understand what the guy is going through, because, as a young kid, I watched anime and I watched it enough that I can mimic stuff, and so it's pretty cool. A security drone floats by to inspect Phil idly. He reaches out, then begins to stroke its casing, petting it as if it was a house cat. The video feed flickers and sputters out, and you find yourself back at the main screen. All right, we're going to watch the security was archived today. The flicker screen and Phil appears on the screen. The screen flickers and Phil appears on the screen. He appears to be dancing with one of the security drones. The little machine weaves and bobs frantically to avoid colliding with him. And with every motion, the lab tech slides in to fill this empty space. Around and round they go, twirling and writhing across the laboratory floor. There's an enormous smile on Phil's face. Then the lights go dim and the alarm begins to sound. Danger, danger, intruder detected, security protocols engaged. I admire your bravery, noble vassal. Phil rests his hand on top of the little drone. But this is my fight. I, Phil Rex, will defend this land with my life. Indeed, my very soul. Sir, please clear the area. Hostiles inbound. No, noble spirit. It is you who must. I repeat, clear the area. Hostiles inbound. He nods slowly. His face beams with pride. Maybe you're right. I am already the Night King. Perhaps this is your time to shine. I will not rob you of this moment of glory. I will allow you your moment in the sun. And when you return victorious, I will grant you you lands and titles to reward your heroism. Please clear the area. Phil turns and steps out of camera range. The drone is joined by two others, which wait in a holding position facing the camera. The picture breaks into static and the video feed cuts off. That must be when we popped in. Alright. that's interesting. What's up in here? Nothing's up in here. Alright, time to go kill Billy. Reminds me of the Kifta song. My name is Big Billy, the biggest fat Willie. My name is Big Billy, the biggest sweat Willie. I can see clearly and something like that. Alright. Get my people all huddled up. And we're gonna open this door. Yeah, we're gonna swipe the clearance card B. The key panel is LED, indicate blips from red to green, and the door thunks open. Alright. That's a ballast. Another ballast. Okay, so Muyui cannot stay out in the open because of stuff. So I'm gonna hit that, and then I'm gonna duck back under here. I'm gonna get Iger. She gonna pop this person, and she's gonna go this way. Dietrich can't really do much, so I'm gonna make sure that he has power. And my girl Glory, we're gonna give her the power, and I think she might be able to pop him from here. And she can, so I'm going to set it up so that anyone comes in here, they're gonna get popped. Oh, there we go. Oh, gonna pop. And that's gonna come out. Alright, we go. Oh, it's coming after Muyui. Alright, so Glory's going to claw it up. Then I'm gonna have her go back more. I keep saying Muyui because that's my moniker. Plus anchor. Oh, wait a minute. Glory, you in that? Yeah, I don't want to hit you. I mean, am I in that? Dietrich is going to and Tiger, what can we do? That's a shotgun with 53, and it's a sniper. So the sniper I know is going to hit. What is this? Alright, let's try it. Of course. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Oh, didn't see that coming. All right, so oh wow, that's a lot of energy, Billy. Target ships and armor. Oh yeah, I just. All right. All right. What can we do? We can call forth a fire spirit. What can a fire spirit do? Yeah, but it doesn't say how much energy it can take. Alright, well. And you missed. Alright, so you're going to balance, which means that my shooting should be a little bit better. 55. Alright, we're going to see what we can do. Not much. Alright. Oh yeah. Alright. That was pretty good. Alright, so we're going to yeah, we're going to do that. Awesome. Alright. So, Glory is going to go over there with some Kung Fu and miss. So, alright, I'm not going to be too in a hurry to this thing's butt. Hopefully. Cool. Alright, you? Won't you up in this thing's face? What does this do? Only 50? Nothing? 70. Alright, that works. Shinku Hadoukens! Shinku Hadoukens! Shinku Hadoukens! Oh, not bad. Caps up in it. Cap. Dietrich is going to open up and just throw something on this. Alright. Oh yeah, take him out. I'm sorry, plus anchor, take him out. Glory, shoot a cap. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to, that's that infamous card. However, we're going to, there's nothing in there. We'll make sure there's nothing in there. Is there a way for us to get in here? Probably from upstairs, alright. Pretty good. He lurches forward towards you with a start. With a start? You're back? Is Billy dead? Have you retrieved the long-lost keycard E? Yeah, I got it, but there's something I want to talk to you about. Very well, ask your questions, but Harry, his eyes bulge. I want those snacks. You're really into that Night King show, aren't you? He stares at you slowly. It is my life, my entire life, my reason for being. You know that you haven't seen the conclusion right. There were only 6 episodes saved in that media center memory. The show ran for 7. He reels as though he's been stuck. You're saying there's more? That's what the program information said. One series, 7 episodes. You've seen 6. I've always thought that that they had left an ending to the imagination. Excuse me. Like a beautiful dream. He fidgets uncomfortably. But now that the dream is over, I will never know peace until I have seen the conclusion for myself. He lurches forward, his hands clasped in supplication. You must help me. You must find a way to show me this final episode. I need it. Well, I guess I could disengage the quarantine. That'll reestablish the building's matrix links. Then you could just download the show. Then I could just download the show for you. Yeah. If it's decking and if it's my skill, I'm always go for it. He nods vigorously. Patches of his beard wobbles into motion. Yes, please do. Do it for me. All right. Calm down. I just need to get to the terminal and then drop the quarantine. Then I'll copy the episode onto your media logs. Cool. Oh, thank you. Tears stream down his cheeks. This is the happiest day of my life. Really? Sure. Let's go up here and disengage it. Said I was going to do it. And regardless of fictitious world or not, I'm always going to be a man of my word. It looks like this media setup is wired to the building security system, video feeds. Alright, I'm going to disengage the building quarantine protocols. All it takes is a few keystrokes to disengage the quarantine. Apparently Phil isn't particularly well versed in basic building system operations. Finding a copy of the 7th episode of the King Knights of Lighthold proves to be more ambitious undertaking. Eventually you find a pirated site for old trid programs. According to the synopsis, the show ends with Titanus Rex's victory over Juvenus Dawn's horde after he inspires a pedantry revolt to defeat the invaders. This development was not well received by the show's admittedly few fans, who complained that they came out of nowhere. In addition, many of the show's ongoing plot threads were left unresolved. Sounds like a lot of animes. A lot of those 12 series animes. They kind of, some of them build up a very good intro with like the first 7 episodes, and then like the last few are just like rushed. Characters are then introduced. You can't introduce characters that late for only a 12 episode anime. No one's going to really feel vested in them. I mean, unless it's some either hot girl or hot guy and somebody's simping over them. You download the episode to Phil's media center and power down the machine. Okay. So I got that taken care of. Let's talk to Phil. Nah. Yep. The quarantine is off. The final episode of your show is on the show is on the records computer. Yes, peace will be known and brought to the land. Okay, cool. So I got a karma. I'm going to see what I can do. All right, executive place. Yeah, I'm gonna swipe the card. What? What's this? Swipe this. Oh, this must be the other place. Yeah, this is the place I was wondering about. Alright, so this is how we got here. I can swipe the clearance card. What we got in here? Huh. Auto ejector. I don't think I would actually do that. That's drugs. Alright, kind of looks like we're wrapping this up. Let's take a look here. You have given me everything, my whole heart's desire. The hidden knowledge of Titanus Rex victory is mine, and I will be a better ruler for it. And also, I have sugary snacks. Phil stares into your eyes. His entire body is trembling. I have it all. And all thanks to you, noble sir. All thanks to you. Yeah, that's right. Don't you forget it. Nope. Now, don't worry about it, man. It wasn't even all that difficult. No problem, Phil. I have one more question for you, though. Nah, I don't got any questions for him. He throws back his head and barks out loud. Spoken like a true hero. Farewell, my friend. Perhaps one day I will be able to come to your aid in return. That'd be great, Phil. I'm sure that'd be a really big help. You never know. Alright, so this is the executive suite. They got some nice looking desks. I'm kind of curious, well, phones and computers. I mean, that's how people mostly get their work done. So it's not bad. That looks nasty. Alright. What's back here? I came the wrong way. I came to the bathroom. Alright. Let's go here. Let's get those samples. Yep, it's added. And alright, it's time to leave this place. Well, look at that. It's getting kind of late. Alright, so, well, you know what I'm about to say. Well, if this is your last piece of entertainment, which I do hope it is, I hope that you'll take the time to actually do something a little bit more beneficial for yourself, your loved ones, those you care about. Maybe you want to know how to pray, learn how to pray. Maybe you want to know how to study the Bible. Study the Bible. Maybe you want to know how to stretch, or get that split, stretch your back, figure out how to eat healthier, or find more nutritious meals, learn how to save money on the food that you have, or try to learn ways to discipline yourself so that you do not spend all of your money on food. All of those things are beneficial. So, you know what I say. This is your boy, Legend Muyui, out.